Hey, howdy, how's it going? How's it going? We're gonna be talking about how the left is currently stooping faster and faster and faster and lower into the depths of, socialism and communism and Marxism and all that, as well as to be predicted. Yeah, that's a little scary, you know what I mean? Like New York, California, and even parts of like Texas, like all three like pivotal like border states are like fucking being besieged upon by like radical morons and just like the willingness to embrace ignorance, you know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness. Like, what's going on? What's going on with these states? You know what I mean? Like, just like the last video I made about New York, I talked about how I wanted to go to these places, and in my UK one, I talked about how I want to go to Europe and all that, but I can't. I can't go to these places knowing that like there might be a chance something like scuffed could happen to me. You know what I mean? And those odds have like skyrocketed like heavily. Like it's scary, bro. Like that's what they're wanting to do to like America as soon as they possibly can. You know what I mean? They want to try to take our shit as much as possible. It's baffling. Like how many people don't understand what's going on. Our way of life is being like really threatened by these people. And whenever I mean like really threatened, I mean it's existential, basically how it is. Like, for instance, switching to give another example of how like, a couple of examples actually of like the cities on both coasts not living up to their names. Look at the fucking rivers and water sources over in California. They're being neglected because these stupid penny pinching assholes who don't want to spend any fucking money on their like actual populations in their state that they're supposed to be governing over. They want to pocket every single cent in their own little fucking greedy little fucking like pockets, man. It's crazy. And then the same thing on the East Coast, which is, New York. And man, let me tell you, like, it's wild how the two greatest states got turned into the fucking biggest jokes in our nation. Like, holy crap. And not just those two, neither. It was Chicago as well. Chicago was, like, up in Illinois. Like, it's crazy what happened to these cities, man. It's crazy. It's wild. And man, the thing that's really wild about it is the fact that, like, we watched it in real time. And when you go back and think about it, man, the downfall of all of these places happened fairly quickly if you think about it. Like, 5 years, max? And this, like, no. I want to say, like, at least a decade. A decade, and boom, these cities are... Go back a decade in each and every single one of these cities, and you would have seen something totally different. Back in, like, 2016? Totally different cities. Or, not totally different, but much better cities. And then go even farther after that to, like, 20 years. 20 years ago, it was, like, early 2000s. All these cities were not bad looking, but also could use some improvement. And, like... It's wild how much shit has changed. And it's all because of the ignorance and the, like, just not willingness to, like, I don't know, just observe and tell people to know their place. You know what I mean? And that's telling useless people who don't have anything under their belts other than brainwashing underneath their belts to shut the hell up. That's all it takes. It's just telling stupid people to shut the hell up. Because you're doing everybody a disservice if you don't tell stupid people to shut up. Because then, once a stupid person says something enough and doesn't get corrected on it, they think it's fact. And there's no change in their mind after that, because they've already made up their minds. So that's where ridicule and like shame and shit like that comes into play. Every single emotion, every single thing in life is a tool. And hatred is a tool, and we should have hatred for, like, absolute diabolical, individuals that don't want to do anything but take stuff from us to help themselves, and sometimes not even themselves, just for the small few up top that are brainwashing those who think they're gonna get it. It's wild, and and all you with heads on your shoulders, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you have these morons who haven't learned any speck of history at all. And they haven't been parented at all, so they're just looking at and doing whatever, looking at whatever, consuming whatever, and thinking that it's like gospel. And it's crazy, man. And the thing about it is that they've never been told anywhere else or anything else to dispute that. So no wonder they think the crazy crap they've been told and told to believe in, and that's 100% fact and true and all that shit, you know what I mean? It's wild. It's wild. And it is true what they say. It's harder to convince someone that they've been brainwashed than the brainwashing itself. Or a lie, or whatever, or whatever you want to say, but it's wild, man. Absolutely crazy how it's this far. It's this far. And it's not just those places neither. Colorado is like having some fuck shit done to it because of dumbass communists, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, it's wild, man. It's wild. I suggest everybody goes and watches, like, you know, some people that actually know what they're talking about whenever, like, they speak about these things. And the thing is that there's too many of us that are smart that aren't coalescing and doing some fellowship and conversing about, you know, what the hell is going on, and get a good consensus, like a good idea about what's actually happening. Because we can speculate all day until we put our evidence together, and, you know, but look at me trying to sit here, come up with ideas and solutions and stuff like that, even though I'm not smart at all. At best, I'm a midwit going, problem needs solved, ooh. But I can't do anything about it, you know what I mean? Or, well, what I want to do about it is, I don't know. What I want to do about it is get Trump, or not Trump, but like hopefully Marco Rubio, if he gets, you know, the chance to be the president, and that's, you know, get him the ability to just get every single one of these communistic, like, radical asshole, terry assholes that don't want to do anything but hurt us. Like, look at Hassan, for example. And, like, alright, you want to know the difference between Hassan, Destiny, and Asmongold? Asmongold and Destiny, even though I might not agree with them on everything, at least they consider themselves Americans to some extent, you know? Hassan doesn't even consider himself American. He hates America. And he hates Americans. He hates his audience. He hates everybody. He's not even a fucking he's not an American, dude. He's a LARPer, interloper, someone who got birthright citizenship, and that's it. That's it. That's how he's here. That's how he's here. And it's scuffed, dude. It's scuffed, whacked, rigged, and just dumb. Like, our empathy from back in the day has been weaponized against us. And it sucks. It really does suck, dude. But, hey, it'll look up, you know what I mean? Hopefully, living this way for a short period of time will get people to wisen up and go, oh wow, we really screwed up royally. Or maybe it just goes down the rabbit hole, but goes down the track line of progressively more and more just deluded and radical and maniacally evil takes that they're currently continuing to embrace wholeheartedly, you know what I mean? Who knows? But, only time knows. Like, only with hindsight are we gonna be able to look back on this and be able to go, hey, that was wild, or we're gonna be looking back at this and wondering how it all went wrong because they won. And I'm hoping that's not the case, you know what I mean? And I know it's not the case because, you know, the American spirit and whatnot is still living and breathing in this country, even though it might be, you know, stifled a little bit with our media fucking hating us because they're also captured by communists. But hey, it's whatever, you know what I mean? All we gotta do is just a little more, you know, just a little more work, and hopefully we'll start, you know, marching in the direction that we're supposed to. At this current moment, in my opinion, I think we've stopped marching in the direction that we were going to go in, which was a bad one, and halted, and maybe took a few steps back to reconsider what's going on. That, if anybody understands like that analogy, I don't know. It just feels like we're finally gonna be stepping into the right direction. You know what I mean? Anyways, that was my quick little baby rage rant about how fucking our country's being taken over by absolute carry radical insane people. Or they're not even people, you know what I mean? Like they're assholes. They don't care about anybody or even themselves most times. It's fucking crazy, man. Anyways, have a good rest of your day and all of that. You know, like and subscribe to the video. Leave a comment. Leave a comment about how wild this stuff is getting. And if you're from New York or California or Colorado or hell, any place that's having this affect y'all, like over in Europe, shoot me a comment. You know what I mean? I'm interested in hearing what y'all are up to with all this going on. Anyways, have a good rest of y'all days. Peace.